All right, so there's a link below where you can go ahead and sign up to have a conversation with me about getting business credit and getting your credit fixed. However, these are not free calls, and I will explain in this video why I'm not doing free calls anymore. Also, in this video, I'm going to explain why the internet is lying to you about getting business credit. They're just straight up lying. And once again, let me go ahead and be 100% upfront with you. They're not mistaking. They're not putting out bad information. They are straight up lying to you. All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about how to get business credit funding. At the moment, I'm running ads because I have like $1 million in business credit. I can teach you how to get business credit. This is the biggest problem that I'm running into, that people will answer the ad, and then once they go through we get to the real questions, which is, what's your credit score? They'll say something like 540, 691, and I'm like, you as a person would not go into a bank and try to get a credit score because get a credit card because you know your credit score is low. Why are you answering this ad? And then this is why I'm doing this video. The internet is lying to you. The internet has you feeling that you can have a bad credit score, no income, not low income, but no income, to some bank is going to give you $50,000 to $100,000 with a bad credit score and limited payment history and little to no income. Because, at this moment, like yesterday, I was pissed off all day because, I'm spending money to run these ads, and I'm sitting there like, why are these people who know they have bad credit scores? They know they have bad. Why are they responding? Because when we get to it and get to that question, like, what's your credit score? And this is when, like, literally, we start running the ads Friday, and we had 50 people respond to the ads that I literally, and out of 50 people, 48 of them had low credit scores. So part of that is I had to go back and look at how I did that ad, because I'm gonna say it. A black man in a Porsche represents that. First of all, even without saying it, I think a lot of people thought that I was trying to sell some type of scam. That's what I think. Because these people are not low income, they're not low IQ, they're not stupid. They know that they cannot go to a reputable financial institution and get a credit card or a loan or any of those things. They know this. They know this, right? So it got me to thinking, like, why are these people responding to my ad? And once again, I feel that people think it's a scam. But in this video, I promised you the things that I would need to tell you so you can go ahead and get business funding. Now, let's go ahead with this scenario. Let's say your name is Frank, and Frank, you have a 750 credit score. And Frank, you have a job and you make $85,000 a year. Frank, I can take you through my program and get you $50,000 to $100,000 of business credit in literally 30 days. Now, why? Because Frank has a good personal credit score. Frank has income. What I'm beginning to see is only maybe 30% of the country can go through my program, because this is where people make a huge mistake. And this is going to be some of the things that's in the training. Number one, you're starting a business and then you go to your personal credit cards, which is a mistake. It's a huge mistake. You go to your personal credit cards, you load up your personal credit cards, then you got your business running, your business is making money, you need more credit, and then you go out to get business credit. At this point, once again, for you to understand what is happening with your credit, understand that unless you have a business that's making 4 million plus, they're going to come look at your personal credit before they give you any business credit. There's personal credit, there's small business credit, and there's corporate credit. For you to get corporate credit, your company must be doing $4 million a year. So unless you have a company that's doing $4 million a year, no one's gonna give you corporate credit. No one. So you can get business credit and you have your personal credit. So your personal credit must be in tip-top shape. This is why I was able to get so much business credit, because my personal credit had nothing on it. I don't have the credit card here, but I was using my Chase Sapphire like a debit card, right? And I would just literally use it and pay it off. I never carried the balance. I actually, off my Chase Sapphire credit card, I flew first class for 4 years and I never paid a lick of interest because I used the points to fly. I booked all my trips with my Chase points. So when I came into the atmosphere of business credit, my personal credit was straight. And then when I got into certain level, because see, business credit is layers. There's layers to business credit. And if you're a person with a good FICO score and some income, I can get you business credit from your first business, from your first LLC. But this is where the lies start to come in. The internet makes it think that anyone can go out and get business credit, or that business credit is a secret society where if you know the right handshakes and know the right initiation and you know the right code words, you can get in even though you have bad personal credit. It's not happening. It's not happening, right? And one of the things that I am seeing with this category of people who have low credit scores, and then one of the things we're having a conversation that's like, would you want your credit fixed? And then that's when they kind of get ghost, because number one, they're answering an ad, how to get business credit, okay? And then two, we found out that your credit score, like I'm gonna just tell you, and I will say it, if you don't have a 700 credit score in today's environment and your credit profile is not properly optimized, you can get a few pieces of business credit, but you cannot get massive levels of business credit. It's going to be hard because your credit report isn't optimized. And essentially, there's literally a video here on YouTube talking about how to get all this money. I think the video has 815 views on how to get all this business funding with no proof of income. I think that's the name of the video, right? And also, I've been doing YouTube for a long time. So also, who's watching that video? People with bad credit scores, people with no money. This is the people who are watching this video. These are the people who are pushing this video up. People who cannot qualify for business credit in the manner that they need to qualify to get business credit. Now, I also said I was going to tell you why I stopped talking to people for free. All right, once again, because the internet has lied to people and make people feel that they can get business credit, that they can go ahead and do all this stuff and get this business credit, that I had people with bad credit scores, no jobs, on the phone talking to me as if they could, like, I wanted to tell one guy, I was like, because I kept it professional, I didn't really say what was on my mind. I just like, the call was supposed to be 45 minutes. I ended the call at 6 minutes. I was like, look, based upon my knowledge, you just don't have the qualifications to get business credit through this program. So there's no point in us to keep talking. And he's like, okay. And I got off the phone with him. Let me explain to you why I did that. Dude said he had a 550 credit score. Dude said he was unemployed. 550 credit score, unemployed, but once again, he is so this individual was 100% wasting my time. And once again, this person isn't stupid, he's not dumb. And I asked myself, why did this person get into this phone conversation? He knew from the get-go that he had bad credit. He knew this. And this is one of the things. I'm going to say some stuff. Number one, because I'm black. And I literally have seen stuff like, hey, I want to get rich like you. I want to drive a Porsche. And these people all have bad credit scores and they don't manage their money correctly. And this is and also I had another individual who actually lied, said he had a 695 on his Experian, right? So we kind of got down the rabbit hole and stuff. And I was looking, actually got to see his credit reports. His credit scores were 495 and 485, and we couldn't get the Experian, which more than likely was going to be another credit score. And I'm just sitting there like, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job. He knows how to trade. He has $25,000 in a trading account, which he doesn't want to touch. And he wants to start a lawn care. He's got enough money to actually start his lawn care business, but he likes to trade. And, you know, I had a very straight up conversation with him. I said, look, I can help you, but it's going to cost you $5,000. And he didn't want to do it. He actually got very defensive, and he's like, I only have one dad. And I was like, I'm not working with this person. Because here's the thing, this individual was 44 years old with a credit score of 485, 495, no job, no money. And he was on the phone with me to actually get some business credit. And this is one of the reasons, like right now below, there's a link where you have to you have to spend money to talk to me. Why am I like this? Have I become a complete and utter monster? No, I know from personal experience that people who are not qualified, people with low credit scores will book a phone call in a hot minute, and they will get on the phone call and waste my time. I would say when I was doing the free phone calls, I literally talked to a doctor. They had good I was able to get him into the program. I talked to a CEO. I was able to get him into it. And this is something else too. A lot of these people who would book these phone calls for free, they wouldn't show up. And then you would call the number, they wouldn't answer. And once again, I feel that these were people who were not qualified for the program to begin with. So this is why I have gotten out of doing free phone calls, because essentially you have a bunch of people who just do not really, they're not qualified to begin with. They're looking, but once again, I understand, I watch the internet just like you guys, and there's a ton of information that is saying you can have bad credit, you can have no income, and there's some bank, there's some institution that's just gonna give you a whole bunch of money. This is the thing, and it's really kind of toxic what is happening in the business credit space, because literally you're having people believe in stuff. And I can tell you with Truist, I don't have my Truist credit card. Like there's many videos saying you walk into Truist, get a credit card and a $50,000 line of credit. No, you can't. To go into Truist, you must have a business that's been in business 2 years, and Truist is going to check that because they're going to look at your LLC. And number two, you ask for $50,000, Truist is going to ask you for documentation, i.e. your tax returns. But there's a number of videos here on YouTube talking about you can walk into Truist, and this is the way Truist does it. Like Truist has an allocation. So if they give you that $50,000, let's say Truist would give you $100,000 in credit, right? And let's say you had a credit card for $25,000. The most credit line they would give you would be $75,000 because you've already used up $25,000 of your credit line with Truist because you have that $25,000 credit card. You don't see this stuff in the internet because, once again, what I'm seeing is the people who are watching and pushing up these videos are, number one, unqualified. Number two, don't have good credit scores. Number three, have no money. And they're looking for some institution to give them that money without any consequences and the credit plug, so they can run off with that money. That's what I truly believe. So the secret to getting business credit is to be positioned to get business credit by having number one, a good personal credit score, and number two, have income. If you have a good credit score and income, I can get you a ton of business credit. But if you don't have that good personal credit score, It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I don't care how many people on the internet lie to you and tell you that you can get credit. And you one of the things that you have to understand is the reality of setting yourself up to be successful in business and to get business credit. For the longest time, at one point, I was giving away the money management course for free because that's so important for you to actually position yourself to get business credit, to put yourself in a position. And a lot of people completely ignore that. And one of the reasons is I don't think that people want to do the things from the right perspective. They're looking for some hookup. They're looking for some hack. They're looking for some scam versus doing it the correct way. And essentially what you need to do is to actually set up your LLCs and start getting business credit before you max out your personal credit cards. This is one of the things that you need to do. And, once you get the business credit and then, already have the business credit, and then let's say you need a little bit more. At this point, you can go to your personal credit cards because you've already got as much business credit as you can. And at this point, the use of your personal credit cards is not going to impede you from getting business credit. But most people do it the wrong way. And I'll do a complete video talking about that. But that's the secret to getting business credit. Number one, you must have a good personal credit score, 700 or more, ideally 725 to 730. That's ideal for you to start getting these business credit cards, to get these business loans, to get these business things. That's where you need to be. But once again, I understand that the internet is lying to you. The internet has put out a lot of information that makes you feel, well, I shouldn't say make you feel. I shouldn't remove that statement. The internet has literally have you feeling that you can get all of this business credit with bad personal credit, no income, bad personal credit, no income. And people are believing this stuff hard. Like literally last night, this girl came and hit the ad, and she's like, I'm in real estate. And I go look at her, she says, I'm just getting started, which means I haven't bought no real estate. I'm not practicing real estate. I'm just looking for some money, right? And I go to her Instagram, and there's nothing that says that this person is going to be an astute investor in real estate. I saw Hellcats. I'm just sitting there like, she wants to be an investor in real estate. I get that. But the reality is that she's nowhere near fit or prepared to get in real estate. What she needs to do is go work for someone who does real estate and help this person build their real estate empire and learn from them. But no, that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. And once again, a lot of people want to get on the phone with me and talk for free. All right, let me go ahead and make this statement. Based upon me actually getting on the phone call and talking to people for free, the vast majority of them are a complete and utter waste of time. I can literally count on two hands how many phone calls I've had in the last 3 weeks with valid, qualified people. The vast majority of them have been people who are unqualified, low credit scores, looking for some help. And I'm just sitting there like, these people, once again, I watch the internet just like you do. And these people are believing these lies. They're believing 100% these lies that you can get bank funding with a poor personal credit score and no income. And they're like coming to my ads, like the new ads, I express quite distinctly and clearly, you need a good credit score, you need income. And the way we're gonna set up the funnel is we're gonna qualify these people right out the gate, because if they're not qualified, like one of the things I was talking to my ads guy, he's like, if they don't want to leave an email, more than likely they're probably not going to be a good fit anyway, because they're hard to deal with. And this is one of the things I've seen to be true, because people are like, I don't want to leave an email, and you get to them, because essentially when you start talking to, hey, you have a problem. To fix your problem, it's going to cost you money. At that point, this is when they disappear, because they don't want to spend any money to fix their problem, but they're looking for a solution. They're looking for a way around their problem without actually addressing the core issue of their problem. So if you have a good personal credit score and you have income, I can rest assured teach you how to get massive business credit. But if you're a person with a bad credit score and no income, there's nothing I can do for you in that realm. There's nothing. And essentially, once again, we're getting into some credit repair, because I would say in the last 3 weeks, I've talked to about 60 people, and out the 60, 50 needed credit repair, 50. But, in my mind, like I said yesterday, I was pissed off all day. I was like, because if I had bad credit, I would not go to a bank. I would not ask anyone. I would not answer an ad trying to get funding, because I know how credit works. But for some reason, these people just feel lucky that they can somehow get business funding, or they can get business credit without a legitimate position to be where they can get funding. So once again, there's a link below. If you need credit repair, we can help you. If you need, because once again, the way it's set up, you go below, you have to pay. If you pay, I will throw you into the art of holding, or you pay, and then we'll get you set up for the money management course, and then we'll have a conversation about fixing your credit. But one of the things that I want to operate from a position of real and accurate information. So this will require you to spend money with myfico.com to get your real credit score, to get your real credit reports, so we can actually see what we're working with and what we're doing. So all that stuff's below. All right, so that's the secret to getting massive business credit, is to be in a position to get the business credit before you need it. That's the trick, to get yourself in a position for business credit before you need it.